No, can I get a Sharpie though?
Yeah.
Just so I can sign stuff.
Yes, before you.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, man.
Okay.
It's in there. Come on, then. Come on.
Welcome back to the interview area. We are here with champion of the 122nd U.S. Open, Matt. How does that sound?
Unbelievable. Yeah, it's just the feeling's out of this world. It's so cliche, but it's stuff you dream of as a kid. And to achieve it, I can retire a happy man tomorrow. So
There were so many expectations on you this week that probably made this even harder. What have you learned about yourself?
I think there were expectations, but I didn't feel them. In my opinion, the field's such a strong field, so many great golfers playing. But I think for me, obviously the expectations were for me to play well, but I feel like having won the US Amateur here as well, I just felt so comfortable around this place. Nowhere to hit it, nowhere to miss it. Just happy to be unbeaten around this place.
We're going to open it up to questions right here, Brentley.
Did you believe in destiny before this week? And if not, or if so, do you now believe in it?
Yes and no. Well, actually, no, I'd say yes. Billy had been saying for a while, the time will come. You're playing so well, just keep doing what you're doing. It'll come, it'll happen. I put myself in position after 2 rounds and then played well yesterday. And I just thought that, this could be it. This really could be it. This is the time. It for whatever reason, and because of my success here before, it just felt like this was the time. So
We're going to go far right to Brendan.
Fitz, congratulations.
Thank you.
The shot on 18, your approach. Can you walk us through? You walk up, you see it, and trying to decide, okay, play it safe, go for it. What was going through your mind there?
Yeah, I'll be honest. One thing I've been really struggling this year with is fairway bunker play. Had a good session at the USPGA with my coach. It kind of helped me a little bit, but still not 100% out of it. And then one good thing is the way the lie was, it forced me not to go towards the pin. It kind of forced me to go well left anyway. And if I hit it straight, it was kind of a chip across the green or whatever it was. But I just feel like, I'm a fast player, and when I look back, it just all happened so fast. It was like just kind of natural ability took over, and just played the shot that was at hand. If I was a junior and trying to hit it close, and I didn't mean to do that, but I just committed to the shot we kind of planned, and came out a bit squeezy fade, and it was it was amazing.
So if you're playing fast and you're just hitting a shot, is there any calculation of, okay, I'm up 1, I can play it safe, or are you just, you see it,
no,
you decide you hit it?
I just felt I had to hit the green. If I could hit the green, if I made par, it puts pressure on Will. I knew full well Will was going to hit it close. He's one of the best approach players on tour. That's the good thing about knowing your stats. You know who you're playing against. And I knew he was going to give himself a chance. And when I hit that shot, I thought, okay, well, at least I've got a chance too. And I was a little bit worried I gave him the line. And I was saying to Billy that I had that putt in the amateur in the morning session in the final, and I actually really fancied it, and I thought it turned more than it did, and I practiced it in practice as well. But I think the whole situation, I was just trying to make a par in 18 and put the pressure on him, force him to make a birdie.
We're going to hear Kevin on the left.
Matt, Scottie was in here earlier, and he said, I don't know how Matt's hitting it farther than he was months ago. Maybe he's on the Bryson plan. How did you do it? How did you remake yours?
I've done my drugs test, and it was negative, so we're all good. I just, since 2020, I spent a lot of time working with Mike Walker, and which is my coach, and a biomechanist, Sasha McKenzie. So we did a little bit then, and he gave me this speed stick called the Stack. I've been doing that religiously, week in, week out. It's like going to the gym, basically. It's just it's like a training program. And I'll be honest, it's worked wonders. I feel like, maybe 3 years ago, if I was in this position 4 years ago and I was playing with Will in the final group, I'd be like concerned that I'm going to be 15, 20 behind him. And I felt comfortable all day that I was going to be past him, which to me gives me confidence, obviously going into the next shot, knowing that you've got less club. And I don't know, there's a bit of a mentality thing that when you're hitting it past people, it's quite nice.
Can you just take us through what happened on 15? I mean, you guys wait for 10 minutes on 15. You hit it way right, and then you hit an unbelievable shot there. What was that sequence like for you?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't realize how far right it had gone. I should have shouted 4, so I hope I didn't hit anyone there. But, it's funny. I feel like all year we've just had moments where just not caught a break, just not had a lie, just not had a bounce. And this time I get there and the ball's sitting perfectly. And it was one of the best shots hit all day. It was a 5-iron from 220, and hitting it to 18 feet it was a great shot. So to do that and take advantage of the break that I had was fantastic.
We're going to go to the right, Ben, and then Alan.
You stole my thunder a little bit, but just back on the length, I know you keep your stats on everything as you go. So was there a moment after you started the training and whatever where you went, okay, this is happening? Can you take me through the progression?
Yeah, I mean, just before probably end of 2020, I started doing it. Did it loads over the winter, and I came to Abu Dhabi, and I felt like I was hitting it so far in Abu Dhabi. And I shot a 62 in the practice round, and I was like, this is easy. It's like you're just hitting it miles, and then you wedge it on and hold the putt, And then as I played the season, it was kind of the same thing. I was, hitting it decent, and then I came off it in 2021 around summertime. A few things going off and a couple of injuries, and I stopped doing it. But then towards the end of it kind of coincided with when I was driving it poor is when I stopped. So it's improved my driving, not only length but just overall everything. And since I've been hard on it from the start of this year, I've noticed an even bigger jump, and without really feeling like I'm going after it. I mean, I saw where Rory was on, I don't know what he hit off the tee, but I saw where Rory was. I saw where John Rahm was on 5. Again, don't know what John hit, but for me, just hitting driver and pitching it on the green was, I actually didn't expect that this morning. I thought I was going to be short because a few guys I watched were shorter. And that was kind of a real good indication of where I've got to.
Can you hear the disbelief of the people that are watching you, seeing the little guy just smash it?
No, I just don't think they have a clue.
Yeah.
I think that they watch it come off the face, they're like, oh, cool, yeah. But then actually when you get down there and it's a lot further up there, I think that's probably when you realise.
Far right to Alan.
Matt, for those who don't
Hi,
know...
Alan.
Hi. For those of us who don't know Sheffield, what kind of place is it, and how did that shape you as a person and a competitor?
Sheffield, where I grew up playing golf, Hallamshire, windy, tough, tight, really small greens. All jokes aside, it's actually similar to here, just doesn't have the length, but always really windy. And, when growing up, it was kind of the same wispy high rough as well. So you had to learn to control your ball flight and, chip well, because you just weren't going to hit that many greens.
The town is kind of scrappy, though, right?
It's a steel town, yeah, but I love Sheffield. It's great. It's, it's where I'm from. It's where my football team's from, and it's where all my best pals are from. So yeah.
I mean, do you feel like that's kind of your personality, though? That.
Yeah, I think so. I think not to compare it to my football team, but it's like we're always I feel like I'm the same deal as not expected to do well, not expected to succeed, and. I've won a major today, so it's I feel like I certainly work hard for it, and that's kind of where I've grown up from. That's the mentality of everyone around there. It's kind of you're sort of it's not upper class at all. It's kind of I can't think of the words. I've been out of the country too long. But yeah, it's certainly like underdog mentality, and you know, you work hard for what you get. So.